Angels, what is going on? It's the Champ Strider here, and today we are going to talk all about people who just spend too much time thinking about things that don't matter. Overthinking things. And I see this all the time in sports. I see it in fitness or working out, and you see it, of course, in aim training. And it's crazy to me because people they fixate on the littlest details that have like the smallest effect over your skill or your outcomes. And they spend so much time worrying about these little things that if they just spent that time actually training or playing and getting better, they would be, 10 times better than what they are. And I don't get it, but people they spend so much time over analyzing, overthinking these smallest details of aiming, and a lot of the times it's stuff that doesn't really change your outcome at all, but like so much time and effort is wasted into researching it or thinking about it that you could be training and actually getting better. All right, so today we're going to go over three things that people overthink about in aim training, and there are plenty more than three. So let me know in the comments of some other things that you've seen people overthink when you're talking about aim. All right, so the first thing we're going to go over and talk about is something that's been trending for the last year or so on Reddit and on the mouse Reddit specifically too. But that's mouse weight, and this is so laughable to me because when you're talking about grams, you're talking about things that are really light. And virtually any adult or semi-adult gamer should be able to move around a mouse that's 90 grams pretty easily. And gaming being gaming, how super sweaty it's gotten now, and everyone's looking for the stupidest little advantage that they can get. It's gotten crazy with what people will do to reduce the weight of their mouse. And I always laugh about this, but there's a subreddit for gaming mice. I can't remember on the top of my head what it's called, but I'm sure if you just Google gaming mouse Reddit, you'll find it. But people post pictures of the mods and stuff that they put on their mice, and I always find this so stupid. But there are people out there who are drilling holes in their mouse to drop the weight slightly, like drilling a little hole in their mouse. Like this is going to impact their game performance, making it that minute amount smaller. Like to me, this is just straight overthink, complete nonsense. Like if you're a good aimer or if you're a good gamer, it shouldn't matter if the mouse is 60 grams or 70 grams. If you can aim, you can take either of those mice and aim at a pretty high level. Like this is the type of thing that people go into on Reddit or Discord and they go back and forth, and it's like people who are expecting to jump from like a 70% aimer to like a 95% aimer just by switching the weight of their mouse, and that's not how it's going to be. This is like one of the things that maybe like a 99.8% aimer maybe arguably could jump to a 99.9% aimer if they made this adjustment. For most people it just completely doesn't matter. And as I said in the beginning, like pretty much everyone who visits my channel is a grown person or at least a teenager. And if you're telling me that a grown person can't aim with like a G903, which weighs around 100 grams, which I've used in the past, and there's no real impact on my performance from just the mouse based on that to my Razer Viper. Like I can plug that in right now and I'll perform about the same, and no one would know which mouse I was using. So yeah, that's just overthink nonsense. Like any adult should be able to move a mouse that's 50 or 100 grams like with no problems. That you shouldn't be drilling holes in your mouse. That is nonsense. But I have seen some of those top tier aimers hand cams, and some of those guys they have stick arms, man. Like it's just straight bone. So maybe for some of them they got to reduce the weight, but for most people this is just nonsense. My second thing that I always see people overthink or just spend too much time thinking about is finding the perfect routine. And a wise man once said that time spent in the gym is better than time spent thinking about the gym, and that wise person is me actually. But the premise here is that the time that people spend planning to do something, you see this all the time in fitness too. It's like so similar to aim training. People are always looking for the perfect workout plan, the best workout plan, 20-minute abs, 60-minute abs. Like there is no best routine, there is no best plan. Just in aim training, just as in fitness, there are a lot of good routines out there, and you're better off picking something to do and training it than spending your time researching it. And as someone who makes routines and posts them up on YouTube and stuff all the time to help people out, you shouldn't be spending all your time thinking about routines, and you shouldn't be spending your time on just one routine. Like I encourage all my viewers all the time, or any person aim training, your body responds best to variety. So you want to train your routine up almost daily. It's very rare that I train the same routine 2 days in a row. Because what ends up happening is, say you find this mythical perfect routine and you train it for 6 months straight, you wind up just getting good at that routine, or a very narrow like lens of how you do things. You want to be adaptable and be able to translate those skills to a lot of different situations, different drills, different bot patterns, and that's how you know that you're a good aimer. Like 100%, you can get better at doing something in a routine, and routines are nice to keep us focused, but your body scientifically responds best to variety. So, this notion of a perfect routine or a best routine, it's just nonsense. There is no perfect routine, there is no best routine. The best thing that you can do is put yourself in a variety of different situations so you get better at those skills and performing them in a variety of different situations. And I can thank my aiming pro friends for this last thing, because there was a discussion on Discord last night. But my third thing that people overthink is your crosshair. And I've seen this in aim training, and I've seen this in Call of Duty too. I think actually Nick Merckx, who I actually like Nick Merckx, but he started this thing in one of his videos where he was talking about using the blue red dot, and that the blue one is overpowered compared to the red, and this turned into like a huge meta in Warzone. And it's such nonsense. Like, if you can aim, it doesn't matter if it's blue, red, or green. If you're that good, you're gonna clap people. This is nonsense. And then I saw this last night in a Discord discussion where people were talking about crosshairs, and arguing that they can aim with a dot, but they can't aim with a cross. And if you can aim, you can use any crosshair and do about as well as you could with your ideal crosshair. Like, I always laugh in games and stuff when people meta like crosshairs, or like in Tarkov, everyone likes the PKO6. In Call of Duty, everyone likes the what is it, the blue dot. And I'm over here in my games, like I just jump on in Tarkov, I just use whatever I pick up, and I'm still clapping people at a high rate. So does it really matter that much? You put it over them and you click on their head. And I see this so much with the aim training, that people are looking to copy professional players or high tier players crosshairs. And you got to get out of this notion. Those players are not that good because of the crosshair they chose. They're that good because they put time in, or they're really naturally talented, and they've worked to be that good. Changing your crosshair is not going to make you them. All right, guys. So as we're winding down here, I just wanted to bring awareness to some things that people focus on, that they're really not important, and that your time is best spent actually doing the activity, not thinking about it. And as I said, I see this in sports, I see this in fitness all the time. I've literally seen people argue about the weight of soccer cleats, and like, if the Adidas ones that weigh this are as good as the Nike ones that are lightest ones in existence. And like, if that's what you're doing to like be a better player, or needing to be a better player, like, you're probably not very good, because you could put the best player in the world in a pair of heavy cleats and you're still gonna absolutely dominate. It's virtually nonsense, and I think it sounds like nonsense once you hear someone talk about it a little bit. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for me. Make sure, if you're not yet an angel, to become one by subscribing, and if you are, to like the video, to give me a little boost of that algorithm, so we get more viewers. And I'll be back next week, guys, with some more rational thinking. Champ out.